Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please turn on the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll be the first one to see it. Let's get into it. What we're going to talk about, we talk about celebrity news, celebrity gossip, what's going on IG and Google, fair use, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And thank you for your love and support.
So don't forget to like, to comment, but be kind, and also turn on the notification bell. I'm going to be very brief about this. It's being reported that Pete Davis is reporting that he is back on the block for 30 Rock. So what wishes to that? Let's see what jokes come from him going back on to 30 Rock. Here for it? No. Yes. Will he talk about his past year or 2 years? Will he try to bring up Kanye to gaslight him, make different comments? We've all seen it. We've all heard it. One, it was not okay to have North on your lap. That's not your child. You were the boyfriend for a very short time. That did not have to be posted, but TMZ decided to post it. Many people are very, very, very protective of children, their mind, body, souls, and spirit. And there's a lot of things we're going to call out because if something doesn't seem okay, we're going to call it out. Two, will he cover the tattoos? Having somebody else's kids tattooed on your neck, you're not even married to her. It's different if y'all was married. It's not even okay if y'all was engaged. It would be different if y'all was married. Y'all was dating. So that was weird. And then stating my girlfriend's a lawyer. She has to pass the major bar. The major bar that everybody has to pass to certify them as a lawyer. And then you are able to practice law. Right now, she's allegedly, which is a great thing, she's done the baby bar, which is the first 1 or 2 years in regards to law school. So it's great that Van Jones or whoever helped her in regards to her trying to become a lawyer. We see why, because there's so many lawsuits in regards to the K's and the J's in regards to copying people. I don't understand, why can't they be creative? Why do they have to copy someone else's idea and concept? Because that's what normally happens. This is the one thing I don't think people understand. When you come out with a product, normally you have to test the market. Will it work? Will it pass? What do you think? So it's almost like they don't want to test the market. They don't want to get research people. They just want to say, okay, this is working for that person. Let's take that idea allegedly and let's make something similar. No, you should do your own thing. But that just shows the non-creative side. When you look at Kanye in regards to his concepts, Kanye's been able to create alleged lanes of his own. But in regards to the K's and the J's, there's alleged 15 different cases that's out there that they're allegedly copying. So well wishes. Let's see what he does. And then he had the branding in regards to Kim. So allegedly all that branding, the tattoos has been covered up and that's no longer. So, and the biggest thing is, the text message in regards to I'm in bed with your wife. Unacceptable. On her side, his side. So they were probably kikiing about Kanye. And that, mind you, Kanye's fault. Kanye's responsibility. You can't make videos the way you're making videos. I wouldn't have let some ex or ex-boyfriend gaslight me or trip me up because that was the worst year for him. Worst year ever for him. When you think about it, the comments, the concerns, him in a song, him doing interviews about this, him doing interviews about that. And Kanye talked about Kim. Kanye talked about Chris. Kanye talked about, his younger children and the ones that you got to be careful and watch out for. And who's going to try and, have this person doing XYZ. So there was a lot that went on, last year, him going through that divorce. And everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. Dude, you got a divorce. I will tell you this, though. It's being reported that Kim Kardashian opens up about dating again and putting herself out there. She is feeling good and confident. This is the biggest thing. I was watching something over the weekend and it talked about how Kim Kardashian wanted to get with Reggie Bush. Get with him, talk with him, and she did. It was being reported, allegedly, it was being reported that she really wanted Kanye. But of course, she was trying to go through her divorce in regards to Chris Humphries. So then she thought that her and Kanye were going to get together prior to. But then Kanye ended up dating Amber Rose. And remember how she would talk about Amber Rose, say stuff about Amber Rose? She was a little salty that Kanye chose Amber Rose. And everybody was like, man, Amber's gorgeous, Kanye. And they look like a great couple. They fit. And a lot of times Amber Rose will say what she needs to say. Let's be very clear about that. And then she'll be like, look, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm trying to move forward. I don't want to be a part of that anymore. And a lot of times she don't really try to attach her name to him like Julia Fox. Julia Fox is trying to talk about Kanye every 2 months if she can. So that's the biggest thing. So that was the biggest thing, that Kim, the Chris Humphries, and then they were single at the same time, allegedly. And then she was like, hey, I thought you were going to call me. What's going on? So then he started slowly but surely going on the show. Then he had he did a video with Kim or something 2 years before they got together. And she had thought that that was going to be the time when they got together, but it didn't happen. So she started dating Chris Humphries allegedly and married him. And we all know how that went. Then, of course, she got pregnant by Kanye before her divorce was even final. And we already know how that transpired in regards to Chris Humphries had a hard time getting a divorce from her. And it seems as if Kanye had a hard time too. But what wishes in regards to that? Because if you go back and check my old video, Chris Humphries talks about how difficult it was. Actually, no. Chloe talked about how difficult it was, and they talked about how they had to do that divorce because Chris Humphrey was calling fraud. He felt that she didn't love him. He felt that she was trying to get a money grab. Allegedly, the ring was sold. The ring was a lot. It was worth millions, and then they sold it for like 69K, 79K or something. So she got the money from that too. But what wishes? In regards to who would she try to date next? This is almost the third time that she's tried to announce she's seeking, looking, and maybe dudes are saying good vibes, bad vibes. Back in the day, 2, 3 years ago, the K's and the J's date someone. It's like, even if it's for a month, allegedly, it's like a come up. So now people are seeing that you have to sign, they make you sign the NDA, and then they want to use you as a storyline. The red flags is the Ray J situation. Ray J basically said XYZ. I don't know if he will or won't sue. That's the biggest thing too. But Ray J let us know what that family was allegedly about. He showed the text messages. He was like, Kim, I'm telling it all. And he did. He did. He showed that the contracts had to be signed by two people, and everybody kept saying that. It's like, no, you can't put out a tape without somebody's signature. And I was saying that too once I went through the story. But yeah, when you think about all the people of the dating history, the first husband dating the Jackson boy at a young age, the Nick Lachey situation is kind of what helped her and kind of sparked her, because she was trying to do all that she can to attach her name to a headline story. So then, as she went with the Nick Lachey, Nick Lachey allegedly said there was no paparazzi outside. Then I come outside and there's like 20 paparazzi taking the picture. It was plot and planned. And then they started calling Kim's name more so than they started calling Pear's name. That's what she wanted. So they're always plotting and planning. And that's why people are kind of like, we don't want to fool with y'all because it's always a plot and a plan. Be good to people, be kind to people, be respectful to people. You know what I'm saying? So then you have the Nick Lachey, you have the Nick Cannon situation. Allegedly, his team found out about the tape and they immediately wanted Nick Cannon to break up with her to save his career so he don't get caught up in that. Um, but yeah, and then there was that football player. Then there was Reggie Bush. Like I said before, she wanted to be and date Reggie Bush. So she was like, make sure, I give you my number, whatever. So then her and Reggie Bush started dating. And of course, then there was a Kanye situation, the Chris Humphrey situation. And now, of course, we had the Pete situation. But what wishes? Let me know in the comments how you feel about the K's and the J's, their dating history, the dating situation, and how she's seeking a man. And I think some of the guys may not be, turning up for her like she wants. And she's probably putting fillers out there because maybe guys are saying, But I said before, if they have an NDA, you need to have them sign an NDA. You can't use me in a story. You can't use me as a storyline. And that's the one thing that I feel. This is the other thing we're going to go through. It was being reported that Cory Gamble and what's his name? Tristan Thompson was spotted clubbing. So Cory's loving this. Now, mind you, Tristan's on there for the playoffs. Now, will they sign him for a longer period? I don't know. Will they keep him, after the playoffs? I don't know. But of course, there was a video circulating in regards to somebody probably made that video up when he was in practice throwing up bricks. But I think they mainly want him for a backup, possibly defense. We'll see. As he's stayed, you know, healthy. So that's the biggest thing. Will Marley Nichols get more money? Is Chloe or the K's or the J's going to try and come to a game? And people are like, no, please don't. But what wishes? Let me know in the comments how you feel about the K's, the J's, how you feel about Pete Davis going back on SNL. Will he talk about Kanye? Will he talk about Kim? Let me know in the comments how you feel about Kim's dating history. Who will she try to date next? And are people saying good vibes, bad vibes? Don't know if I want to deal with that. Everyone, have a great day. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful.